looks like we might have to push him out of the way because the starter's given up.
Yeah. Always hard to start a hot race, motor. Of course, Macca, let's not forget the winner of tonight's Queensland title will also be the winner of round 1 of the 5-star Dirt Series for the V8 Dirt Modifieds as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Saw that on Facebook while we were listening to the wonderful Australian music over the interval time. And round number 1 for the 5-star. What a brilliant series that has been over the last couple of years. Legend Cars. We're about to crown our very first ever Legend Car champion here at Archerfield, Trev.
Yes, we certainly are. They'll be forever etched in history as we are green for 15 laps of Legend Car Mayhem. And Alan Lear on the outside of Rawlings. Rawlings takes the race lead early on. Down into the top turns for the first time. Matt Gordon back there in third spot, being hassled by the 4 machine there of Kenny Enright. Ian Jones, the repaired machine there of Ricky Lober, as our race leader. Rawlings files it into turns 3 and 4. And Alan Lear just keeping a check on the Australian champion at the moment, just not letting him get too far away. 59 car there of Joshua Brolt being chased by Timmy Maguire. Then it's Colin Crippen and Julia Crippen at the tail of the field. 3 down, 12 to run for Rawlings, who's just starting to stretch the lead a little over Alan Lear. Matt Gordon, Enright under fire from Jones as he drifts up out of 2, and Jones has to get off the gas. Now Jones looks to come underneath Enright. This is a battle for 4th place on the racetrack. Lober back there. Ricky Lober in the 94 machine chasing the Jones car. As our race leader logs another one in the book, and he's just starting to show his superiority in this feature. He's opened up probably a good 30-metre gap on the Alan Lear car at the moment.
Tell you what,
Julia Crippen about to get lapped by our leader.
They've been sensational all night. This is probably the most spread out we've seen the Legend cars the whole evening.
Yeah, certainly making his authority stamp on the feature at the moment is Rawlings as he gets underneath Julia Crippen. Alan Lear still there in second. Gordon's third. The only battle at the moment seems to be between Enright and Jones as Lober goes through. Joshua Brolt, Rawlings, Crippen about to get lapped. That's Colin Crippen about to get lapped by our race leader. Oh, Julia Crippen spins in front of our second place machine of Alan Lear down there in turn number 2. Lear avoids the 5 car. Rawlings is your race leader. Lear is in second spot. Gordon's third. Then it's Enright, Jones, Lober, Brolt, Maguire, and Colin, and then Julia Crippen at the tail of the field. One more time, they smash the throttle in the Legend cars. And Lear trying everything he knows to take the fight to Rawlings, the current Australian number 1. But he's showing his true wares in this feature race. He is driving away at will from Lear in second spot at the moment. Matty Gordon sits there in third. Enright and Jones once again renew their battle that they were having before we saw the yellow flag. Still Lober there in what is 6th position as Enright gets it wrong, and Jones gets a bit of a chance on the outside. Can Jones take 4th spot away from the Enright machine? Enright comes back as they get down into turn number 3. And looks like Enright will hang on to that position. Ian Jones drops back in behind the 4 machine. Meanwhile, our current Australian number 1 just going through the motions. Comfortable there out in front. Lober goes through. There's Colin Creppen. Joshua Brolt. A 16 car of Timmy Maguire. Matt Gordon there, comfortable third. First, second and third seem pretty set on the racetrack. But Jones and Enright still haven't settled over fourth and fifth position. White flag out, one to go for Rawlings. He will go down in history as the first winner of a feature race for Legend Cars here at Archerfield Speedway. Out of turn 4 for the last time, the checkered flag waves, and Rawlings will take the win. Second going to Alan Lear, third to Matt Gordon, then it was Kenny Enright, Ian Jones. Looking further back through the field, Colin Creppen's a lap down, so is Joshua Brolt, so is Tim Rawlings. Ricky Lober goes through as a classified finisher. Well, Brisbane, what did you think of the Legend Cars? Great drive from the current Australian champion. We'll get him in victory lane very quickly as the compacts about to come out for their feature.
Beautiful looking motor car.
So the Narellan powder coating machine pulls up in victory lane. LA Racing Lubricants. And Robbie Rawlings will make his way out. He's trying to get the lid off. It's all right, buddy. There you go, mate. History for you. First ever feature winner sticker at Archerfield. First ever feature winner in a Legend car. Congratulations, mate. Well done. Mate, Macca and I were saying you were probably foxing a little bit through the heat races there because no one was going to catch you in that feature.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, when you're in the front, you don't know that. You always anticipate they're right on the tail, so always just try to drive as hard as possible and see what happens.
Well, you certainly proved why you're Australian #1, mate. Fantastic drive, well done. And as I said, in the history books forever as the first winner of a Legend race here at Archerfield. Well done.
Thank you very much, mate. Thanks to my sponsors, LA Racing Lubricants, my wife and Cookie and his family for coming up here and helping us, and me, Mum and Mark for coming out and supporting us. Appreciate it.
There he is, folks. Give him a round of applause.